Hello and welcome to Season 9 of Mutiny Motorsport. So glad to have you back for our second round. So we've raced at Sebring, we've still got 6 rounds left to choose from today for where these drivers are going, and Velopark is pulled out of the hat. Our first time to Brazil in this Brazilian F3 season for 2.27 kilometers, a lap, 13 hairy corners, all tricky 90 degree mostly, and only 15 meters of altitude, so the engine's running at full power here. There's lots of lumps and bumps as we go through this track, so be prepared for people to be spinning. It's been a great practice session as we look forward to qualifying. Here are the results.
So qualifying today saw Droopy at the top once again, same as last race, once again with Titar just behind him, followed by Dave C, who's been putting on a great performance. Renzo, Shattered, Bronson, Old Boy Bob, and then Orange Boy, followed by John D. Stupid Doobie rounds out the top 10. Debug in 11th, Nate Delta at 12th, B Specialist 13th, Maxi in 14th, Griggs in 15th, and Scorpion going in last.
Yeah, so remember in the sprint race today, we are reversed order, so pole sitter Droopy gets 2 points, but now has to start the race right from the back. Qualifying news, though, was TTR got an infraction for speeding in the pit lane and lost a position. So
he's starting third for today.
Yeah, starting third for today. Lost his 1 point that he would have got for being right behind Droopy there. And here we go as they're setting off, trying to find the right order. MS2 doesn't have a reverse grid feature, so drivers here having to do it manually on their manual formation lap, which is good. It also helps them get the tyres ready.
What the f*** is that?
And what has happened there to Shattered Compass? Reports being he's hit. He's hit on the starting line.
Hit from behind.
Yeah, hit from behind. Someone's saying it's Old Boy Bob. And here he goes. I think that's Shattered Compass now, making his way through the grid. He must have a bit of damage. It looks like he's, yeah, you can see him there in the background, making his way to the pit. So not the best start. He's been granted special permission here from the stewards to get through to the front to repair his car.
How unlucky, just before the race even starts.
Yeah. On that formation lap, and he hadn't even moved yet. Is the report is that Old Boy, I think it was Old Boy, moved off the line and just wheel span straight into the back. So they might be carrying some damage. Old Boy Shattered's going to see if his team can help fix any damage he has.
These cars tend to be pretty resilient. If you have a bit of front wing damage, even a little bit of suspension damage, you can carry on and not lose too much pace. But we see Shatter in the pits already, so it must be a little bit more than that. Old Boy Bob could be getting away with something. He could be a little bit damaged. We'll just have to see what his pace is like.
Yeah, we'll have to find out exactly. So here we go. They're lining up. We noticed Griggs. The Griggs hasn't. He stayed at the back of the group. Oh, I think there's a little bit of contact there as well. On the back of Orange, was that, or the back of Old Boy? We noticed the Griggs is staying at the back. He was a little bit confused during the formation lap, so he's just going to start from the back regardless. We see Orange is now making his way to pit exit on the little track map there, as the drivers line up to take the start. There we go. Shattered Compass making his way down the pit road, trying to get those tires heated up.
It's a long formation lap, so it's easy to get your tires much below the temperature that you want them in.
You can see there's a little bit of a breeze today. It's not too bad. Oh, as we see some
more
cars
contact.
stop, more contact, and that's it.
We're off.
And we're off. It's Nate. He's spotted it. He spotted the gap to go, and he has bolted.
He's taken advantage of the confusion at the start, and he's made away clean.
He has indeed. Remember, Nate is no slouch in the Mutiny. Had some good results before, and he is no need of a second answer. He's like, I'm gone, boys. I'll see you at the ends. And who are we on board with? I think that's B Specialist. Just holding up Droopy and TTR. Oh no, is that Shattered again?
That was.
Oh, shattered. What happened there? Did he touch the back of TTR? And who's that in the back there? I think that is Dave and Brochen. I can see them tumbling down the tines.
I think you're right. It's a nasty start.
That is a nasty start as we're on board with Scorpion, as he's right next to Stupidoobie, and he's got Orange in front of him. And wow, what a start from Droopy. Already made his way up 9th, 8th. He's climbing up the leaderboard. Oh,
That's another spin from Debug, I think.
Debug massively falling down the field.
That's a tricky corner, I think.
Oh, Dirty Air is terrible.
And that's what we're hearing out there. Old boy Bob not happy with the dirty air. Where is he currently? He's 2nd place, so really capitalized at the beginning as well. He's on board with Droopy and Orange as they're fighting it out down the main straight.
Oh, wheel to wheel.
Oh, around the outside. It's got a nasty dip there. As we go back on board with Orange, Droopy's already in front up to 5th place in the first lap. Unbelievable. Or second lap, sorry.
He's going to need all the points that he can get if he wants to challenge Jeff. Speaking of Jeff, our championship leader has not made it to the 2nd race. So it's going to be up to the remaining drivers to try and take advantage of this opportunity, score as many points as they can.
They have. Jeff had an incredible weekend out in Sebring, getting both victories of both the sprint and the feature race. So they got to make the championship rivals. As someone goes off in front.
Oh, near miss.
Near miss. So close there. And look at this Droopy right on the back of John as he goes up down the inside. He's later on the brakes, got more confidence. Still makes the chicane. What a move there. All John can do is just look at the gearbox disappear in front of him. He's on board with Nate. So Old Boy's got in the lead now. Nate's settling in for seconds as he comes down the start-finish straight. Tricky left-handers.
Feel more like I'm playing dodgeball than racing.
Stupidoobie. Where is he in the field? At 9th place. There must be a lot of chaos around him. In fact, he's got a bit of a gap in front of him. So the midfield already 10 seconds, 9th place, already 8 seconds behind TTR in 8th place there. So already a bit of field spread.
I think that radio and the field spread goes to show just how tricky this track is. It looks a little bit simple, just looking at the map here, but you don't notice the elevation changes, where the track gets narrower and wider, and all adds up. Makes it a difficult challenge.
It does indeed. I think that was Brochen and Dave C in the pits there, just exiting.
The dirty air is so bad.
And that's Orange Trumpet Boy as well. He's calling it as well. The dirty air is not helping him out. Up in 5th place though. He's having a cracker of a start to the season.
Sorry, John. Was that me? Oh. Touched me. You spun me, you.
Oh, that's a heated one.
That's a heated one from John. He was spun by TTR there. They're 7th and 8th place, so they're pretty close together. I think that's how TTR took the 7th spot from him. Not great. I wonder if we'll see the stewards involved with that one.
John hasn't lost too much time off of that, though. Just a couple of seconds.
No, we saw him sideways a little bit, just stuck on the curb. So it lost a few seconds. As we're on board with Maxi, who's having a great start to his season. Oh, and he's fighting TTR.
Well, that first chicane proving very tricky.
That was up in the air. I'm surprised he kept the car straight there. Maxi claimed that corner. And it looks like Maxi got ahead of Renzo as well. And Orange. What a move around the outside there. Following Griggs, finding it tough. That chicane, 2 very different cambers across that chicane, and the car, when it goes between the crests of the cambers, get very light.
You can see that armful of oversteer, that opposite lock that he had.
Yeah, it makes the car extremely tricky to drive. It's on the knife's edge the whole way around as we're on board with Orange again. Up in 5th place, and now Nate Delta in the lead. So at some point, we haven't seen it on screen, Nate's in the lead, followed by Droopy, followed by Old Boy, followed by Maxi in 4th, Orange in 5th, Renzo in 6th, and TTR in 7th. They are your point scorers at the moment. Here we go, Orange just behind Max. Max has found a load of speed this season. This race already going better than Sebring. He got a few penalties there, so he's keeping his nose clean. Keeping ahead of Orange, a very experienced driver in the Mutiny. Orange keeping it nice and calm. Out of the exit there, keeping the power down. No rear wheel spin. Preserving some of that tyre life. TTR go up against Renzo. Up the inside. Didn't see the result, but Renzo looks like he stayed ahead as Droopy tries to make it around the outside. Then it turns into the inside.
Oh, they're neck and neck. It's going to be who breaks later.
Nate holds on to it. Nate says, not today, Droopy. This is my race. You cannot take it away from me. Yeah. We're on lap 9 already. Just over halfway, we reckon, with the timings. This Old Boy tucked right behind them, as somehow TTR is in 4th place now. Where did he gain that from? He would have taken Orange, Max, and John. Oh, Johnny took earlier. He spanned John off. Droopy takes it right round the outside there.
That was defending against Old Boy Bob.
Yeah.
He's really giving him a run for his money.
Yeah, Droopy, I can't tell if he's trapped here. His lap times are give or take around the people. Oh, his lap times are quite slow. He's been held up, I think.
Could be that dirty air we've heard lots of complaints about when you're right behind the driver head.
And Nate is doing a defensive drive of his life. As we see these 3 cars tucked up just half a second between the top 3. This is unbelievable stuff as we're watching Old Boy behind the slipstream. What's he going to do? Is he going to go to the inside? He is. Lets off the throttle early. Doesn't get involved with the fight ahead. Just a quarter of a second for the top 2. Just about a second for the top 3 as they come through the twisty bits. Droopy is tucked right under the rear wing of Nate here as they go down the straight.
Nate doesn't even have to defend.
No, Nate's learning. Okay, he can't get me into here. I've got him on the brakes. Droopy might have to think of something else.
Oh, realised I'd been on low fuel mix.
So TTR not switched on this season. Not even changed his fuel mix from the formation lap, it seems like. And he's got 7 seconds to make up to the leaders. Let's see if he can make any damage now. But his lap time was still a 50.
He was so confident, he just didn't feel like he needed that fuel.
His lap time was still one of the fastest in the field. I think that was Nate and Droopy.
It is.
I'm out.
Oh, that's for 2nd place there. That was for 1st, sorry.
Caught the dirty air and spun me, damn it.
Oh, Nate.
Oh, I saw that coming from a mile away. I never thought patience would pay off.
There you go, old boy. It did exactly pay off. Droopy has retired into the pits as we see, Scorpion do a Scorpion maneuver and get his car out sideways. Waits for a gap in the traffic. So now it's Old Boy. I think Droopy's out, followed by TTR. Nate still seems to be going there. In 3rd place, followed by John, Orange, Renzo, and Stupidoobie as we can see Droopy losing all his positions and just slowly falling down the field. He is out and out. His radio message wasn't a lie. Must have been too much damage there. We think he just had the rear wheel clipped there and spun him. He's on board with John. He's hunting down Nate. Got incredible speed at the start of this season. He's up upped his averages from about 6th or 7th position. He's riding in 4th right now. And what could have been on that last lap, TTR was half a second quicker, so that fuel mix starting to help him chase down the leaders. 4 seconds now, the gap. So you see John here.
He's got 4 seconds to make up, and it's a 15-minute race. Is already, about 12 minutes gone? I'm not sure. That's a lot of time to make up in just a few laps.
That is indeed. John looking like the inside. We can see the gap just in front. I think that's them. No, that can't be them. Look at that. Great aerial view there. So on board with John right, tucked up behind Nate still. Dirty Air, he's fighting it. He's making it work for him. I wonder if he can fight it with the slipstream here. Get it to work in his favor for once. Doesn't look close enough. Still only about half a second though.
Yeah, straights are just a little bit too short to make good use of the slipstream, but you can try and get your opponent to throw a defensive shape and slow him down and look for an opportunity later.
That's right. Definitely going to be tough if he was holding up Droopy.
Oh my god, you've got some pace. I need to step it up a notch.
There's 4 seconds of turn to 2 as we see Maxi going through. It looks like a back marker there. But if going back, if Nate's held off Droopy for so long, I wonder if he's going to feel as intimidated by John here. But John is right on his gearbox still half a second or less. It's all battles for up front. Just doesn't seem to get the same exit, does he, on the final corner onto the main straight. He's got 2 guys, Shattered Compass and Stoopy Doobie, so close to each other here. As we cut back to John, under the hill, under the bridge, sorry, take a sharp left, deal with the bump, try and make it around the outside. Oh, gets squeezed by Nate.
And Shattered Compass did make it past Doobie behind, that's for 6th.
6th place, so the damage he incurred earlier from the man who's now leading the race is, hasn't held him back. Well, it's held him back maybe a little bit.
Yeah!
And that's it. It's over. Old Boy Bob has won it.
Well done. Catching there.
So, looks like Old Boy, TTR, Nate, John, Orange, Shattered Compass, and Stoopy Doobie, I think, are making up the point scorers. Let's see if there's anything else in there.
Oh, that was super fun.
Orange enjoyed that 5th place.
That was a good watch.
Season. Yeah. Incredible racing here.
No shortage of action, that's for sure.
No, I think up front in the leaders, like Droopy made his way up the front so quickly. And it was quite impressive, really, to watch him. As we see TTR giving Old Boy a bit of a nudge. I feel like he ran out of fuel there, just helping him get back to the pits or across the line. I feel like it was a race. Droopy made his way up, and what could have been if he didn't get involved with Nate's spin there and just get clipped on the rear wing or rear wheel. Sorry. Let's take a look at the results. Of course, we have to celebrate Bob getting his first victory in the Mutiny in a sprint race here. Okay, Old Boy Bob won that one, got 9 fantastic points. TTR 2nd place, 8 points because of his fastest lap. Nate Delta in 3rd, John in 4th, Orange in 5th, Shattered Compass in 6th, and Stupid Doobie in 7th. They are point scorers. Maxi, B Specialist, Renzo, Debug, the Griggs, Dave, who 2 laps down from that contact with Broadchen earlier, Scorpion, and It's Droopy DNF. So Scorpion, Droopy, and Broadchen all DNF. Thank you so much for joining us. And we hope you can join us for the feature race soon. If you have enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up or a subscribe if you want to see more of this content as well. Thank you so much, and we'll see you for the next round soon.